Hello, my name is Miguel Parga. I am the author of What They Didn't Teach You in Film School, available right now on Amazon.com and in bookstores everywhere. And I'm also a professor of the New York Film Academy in South Beach, Miami. Today, I wanted to talk to you about subtext. This is one of the main techniques that we use to direct actors for film. And particularly, I wanted to talk to you about acting actions. Here's a list of the 10 most common actions used by actors. So what's an action? So very simply put, an action is what the actor is playing under the lines. And why do they have to play something under the lines? Well, it's very simple. This is something that I tell my students all the time. The camera loves subtext. The camera loves it when an actor is saying one thing, but they mean something else. Right through the eyes and tells me what's going on. Actually, the audience remembers what's going on between people, not necessarily what's being said. Okay, so lines, like the dialogue, is forgotten almost immediately. However, we remember if there was something going on, right? The human interaction. That's why a lot of the times the most impressive acting moments happen when the actors are not saying anything. Okay, so the action is what the actor picks to play at that particular moment. So the first thing, as you saw on that list, right? To bully, to seduce, to soothe, to incite, it's a verb. You're playing something, you're doing something. Stella Adler used to say acting is doing. So when an actor picks an action, that action now permeates everything that they do. It permeates how they move, it permeates how they talk, it permeates how they use their eyes, right? All that nonverbal communication. That's the beauty of it. It works even when you're not talking. Okay, so that's the first thing. The second thing, you're always playing an action with a partner. In other words, I'm playing the action, let's say, to humiliate. I'm looking at my partner. Is that action done? Have I achieved my goal? And if it's done, what do I do next, right? What do I transition to next? So all the time, my attention is not on myself. My attention is on my partner. I'm always playing the action with a partner. And that's also true when the actor is alone on the stage, okay? Let's say you have an actor talking to themselves, like that famous moment in Taxi Driver. You're talking to me, right? They're talking to a person in their mind, right? It's an imaginary partner. Or perhaps they're talking to somebody in the mirror, or themselves in the mirror, like another vision of themselves. Or they're talking to God. And if you think about it, that mimics life as well, right? We talk to ourselves. We're on a train, we're riding, we're talking, right? We're having a conversation with somebody else in our mind. Okay, so there's always a partner that we're playing off of. Okay, so a partner is the second criteria. Third criteria is that the action must have an end. In other words, it has to be something that I can do and that I can finish. The action, for example, to bully, great action. Can I finish it? Sure. Am I going to finish it in the scene? I may not, but it's possible. Like, for example, I can't go into a scene and say, I'm going to play the action to conquer the world, because I'm not going to finish it during the scene, right? It's not going to work that way. So I have to pick something that I can finish. I'm playing it with the partner, and I'm looking at that partner to see, am I done? And if I'm done, what do I do next, right? And then the last criteria is one of my favorite criteria for picking an action, and this should be a criteria of picking any choice that you make as a director, okay? Is that the action must turn you on. And that's exactly what it sounds like. It must activate your instrument, right? The emotion that we feel while we're playing the action must be real. It has to be real because that's what the audience pays for. Now, how does the audience know if an emotion is real or not? They know because they can feel it. This is called the concept of resonance. If a performer is having an emotion on the stage, their instrument is resonating, right? And the audience can feel the same emotion. This happens all the time. We go to a concert, we go to a play, we see a movie, right? And the actor is having an emotion, we feel it too. That's the reason we go. That's one of the reasons also why they turn off the lights, to give you privacy so you can have that communion with the art form. Okay? Think about why we go to the movies. One of the main reasons is to have emotions, right? To feel what we don't get to feel in our own lives. We pay somebody to do it. Why was, for example, Titanic one of the most successful movies in the history of filmmaking? It's very simple. Everybody wishes they had a love that would give their lives for them. How many of us do? I don't know. But it doesn't matter because I pay my 20 bucks and Leonardo DiCaprio does it for me. Okay, and he looks better doing it too, right? And every time I put the DVD on, I get to watch it again and I get to experience the same emotion again and again and again. And people pay for this. And this is something that I tell my students. Remember always, you are in a service industry. You're providing a service, right? People go to experience what they don't get to experience in their own lives. Now, acting actions are one of the best tools that you have as a director to communicate with your actors. One of the things you should remember, when directing an actor, you don't want to give them a result. In other words, you don't want to tell the actor how they feel. You don't want to say, look, you're angry in this scene. Because no matter what, then the actor's going to have a picture in their head of what angry looks like, and then they're going to try and imitate that. And however good they are imitating, doesn't matter because it's going to be an imitation. And what you want is true emotion. Right? And true emotion only happens if the actor is not thinking about how they feel. They're just trying to do something and the emotion comes naturally. Okay? So the action is one of the tools that you have. If you like the video, hit like and subscribe to my channel. And if you want to learn more about me, go to my website, miguelparga.com, and purchase my book, What They Didn't Teach You in Film School, available right now on Amazon.com and in bookstores everywhere. And remember, a good movie is a lie that tells the truth. Thanks for watching.